Okay, my dear students, today we are going to learn, we are going to learn the greatness of India, the greatness of India in the scientific advancement, especially in the field of medicine, especially in the field of medicine. Very good. Actually, what is going on in the world around us? What is going on around the world? Not the world around us. For each and every small treatment, we are running after foreign countries. We feel great to take treatment in abroad, in foreign countries. Cause we feel that there is a great advancement in the medical sciences. Sophisticated machinery is there. Sophisticated instruments are there. New techniques are being applied there. And the treatment what is not available in our country is also at hand there. We feel secure in the treatment of foreign countries, in the treatment of foreign doctors, but not in the treatment of our own doctors. If a person who suffers from obesity, for example, I am telling, he goes abroad and he draws out all fat from the body and becomes slim. We have seen those type of advertisements at various places all over the cities, the corners of the cities, junctions of the cities. They prefer foreign treatment. Simply they are running for foreign. I think most of you heard the persons, especially related to film industry, related to film industry. One word very often you heard. What do that particular persons mainly do? They feel their nose is not in a beautiful angle. Their face is not worth watching. So they want to set right the defects of their face or any part of the face. So what is the treatment called? Plastic surgery. That is called plastic surgery. So this term plastic surgery is very familiar nowadays to all the people. By using the plastic surgery, one can change the shape of his nose. One can change the shape of the lip. One can change totally the structure of the face, that physical features of the face. So many examples we can. For example, if you know Michael Jackson, he has experienced many plastic surgeries for his nose, for his face, and it leads to his death also, one of the reasons for his death also. What happens after making repeated plastic surgeries? His nose is very delicate, it becomes very delicate. So, these people resort to plastic surgery whenever they want to adjust or make their disorder ones into cute or beautiful. Recently, all of you know very well the movie Yavadu. What is there in the movie Yavadu? One person's face is totally changed. How it is possible? Yes, because of plastic surgery. Yes, this term, our entire lesson is turned to this plastic surgery. Nowadays, they are doing these plastic surgeries. But in olden days, in ancient times, BC, one person is there, that is Sushruta, the great Sushruta. We can say that he is the father of plastic surgeon. He is the first one to make plastic surgery. See, why he makes plastic surgery? At the time Sushruta made, and nowadays also it's being done. The purpose you understand. Nowadays, it has been performing just for beauty, just for change the features, which makes them charm, attractive, and beautiful. But in those days, Sushruta also made plastic surgery. But what for? Not for beauty, not for charm, not for attractive. It was midnight. It was midnight. Sushruta was sleeping. Sushruta was sleeping. At the time, there was a knock on the door. Sushruta heard the knock and he felt, who will be during this late hour? Who might be that one knocking the door? What is the urgency of it? By thinking like that, he got up from his bed and went to the door. On opening the door, he was shocked to see a man was there. He knelt before him. He was requesting, "Oh, says, help me, save me." He was touching the feet of Sushruta. Sushruta observed him keenly and noticed his nose was disfigured. His nose was disfigured. It's bleeding. He understood that he was severely injured. The man was crying without stopping. Then Sushruta pat on his shoulder and assured him, "Oh man, no need to worry. I will treat you. You will be fine in a short span. Believe me." By talking like this, by soothing him with his words, he takes him into his home. Later, he takes some leaves of a creeper that is just at his backyard, and measured the nose of the stranger. He took some knives and forceps. He always hanged them to the wall, taking them and keeping them over the fire. Later, he take some skin from his cheek, and inserted two pipes into his nose. He has to operate on the man. So actually, in modern days, what do a doctor do to get operation on the patient? Tell, for example, if you lie on the bed and you are going to be operated, doctor taking the knife and simply cutting your skin, barabar. Can you live? Can you survive? No. You may die of shock. You can't bear the pain. You can't bear the pain. So what do the doctors do? The doctors give some anesthesia. In these modern times, the doctors give some anesthesia to the patients, those who are going to be operated. This anesthesia makes all the limbs numb, means no sense. The limbs lost their sense. That means no pain. Even though the doctor is cutting before our eyes. Nowadays it is available. But what about the past? Are they anesthesia? No. Instead of that, what did this Sushruta do? He asked the patient to take a bowl of wine. Enjoy the wine. The patient feels very happy. My God, you are the real doctor. Because you are giving a good suggestion, making me happy. What you are telling? Take wine. It makes me pleasure. When Sushruta offered some wine, he enjoys it. That means Sushruta here used the wine as anesthesia. That makes his part numb. Afterwards, by using the forceps, he using the knife, by using the knife, he completed his operation. He stitches his nose, and afterwards he suggested him what to do, what not to do. He also advised him to meet him after a week. He felt very happy because his nose, his disordered nose, was simply set right, and now it is stitched. Doctor is, that means here, Sushruta is assuring him that he can be normal in no time. He prayed Sushruta, he conveys his thanks and left the place. That's why we can say Sushruta is the father of plastic surgery. So he is the first surgeon. Not only this, in those time of ancient times, he performed even the cesareans. What the present world or the foreign countries telling to their credit is first in our country only. Not knowing this, we have no honor about our wisdom. We have no honor about our knowledge. We lost belief in us. We started having faith in foreigners. What this Sushruta got or made this operation with very, very simple instruments. All the instruments made by himself. He designed them. He made them by himself. All these instruments, or he named them the names of birds. Whatever the instrument he invents, whatever the instrument he makes, he named it after the name of a bird or any animal. Why? Because all his instruments and all his the knives or forceps or whatever it may be, the instruments what he uses for operation are in the shape of that particular bird or particular animal. That's why he names them after those birds or after those animals. He has also written a great book. He has also written a great book, Sushruta Samhita. He has also written a great book, Sushruta Samhita. He has given so many remedies for so many illness of our human beings. A great book. And he always used to give, he always used to tell those who are becoming the doctors, those who are becoming the surgeons, he always used to tell them, theory and practice. Theory and practice is must. One cannot be a good physician, one cannot be a good surgeon without practice. Just knowing theory doesn't make one a great physician or a great surgeon. If anybody wants to be a great physician or surgeon, he must have both theory and practice. If this is followed, one can be a renowned person, one can be a renowned surgeon in the society or in the country. So what we think is, so how can we get practice? He used to tell, make practice, do practice with the with the animals. That means dead bodies of animals, dead bodies of human beings, dead bodies of human beings. You make several times. You resort to practice. We know well, practice makes man perfect. Practice makes man perfect. So, practice is necessary along with the theory. How can you can use the dead bodies of the animals? You can use the dead bodies of the human beings and make them practice and become a good surgeon. Is it a good message or not, boys? Is it a good message or not, my dear children? Yes. Obviously, in not only this field, any field you choose, my dear children, you need theory as well as practice. So great thing he learnt you, a valid point which is useful to you, which is useful to you in your future. When you go to the outer world, remind the suggestion of Sushruta. His suggestion is not only limited to doctors, but all fields. Right? Very good. So, what we understand from this lesson? What we understand from this lesson? Sushruta is the father of plastic surgeon. He is the first one who performed plastic surgery with very, very little instruments. That means instruments. They are not sophisticated instruments. They are not very expensive instruments. And he has made cesareans also in those days. How great he is. He has written a book named Sushruta Samhita. For this world he has given excellent knowledge. But how many of you know? Now tell me, how many of you know about Sushruta? Have you heard at least the name of Sushruta? No. Why? Because we forgot our history. We forgot our ancient, eminent people. It's our duty, it's our responsibility to remind, to know, to aware our ancient, eminent people of all fields. You know well, India is a great country. India is an ancient country. India is a land of wisdom. India is a land of knowledge. So many great people were born in India. They make India great. The entire world follows the knowledge, wisdom, which are in our sacred books, in our Vedas, in our scriptures, in our great books, epics. They following, but we are violating them. We are avoiding them. We are not interested even to read them. It becomes a fashion. It becomes a passion to us to know the Western world, to influence, to be influenced by the Western world, to know the eminent people of the Western world. We don't have a heart. We don't have a heart to realize our eminent people. We don't have a heart to realize, to know, to aware our eminent people. So children, the future generations of our country, a lot of responsibility is on your shoulders to carry forward this ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, to make this existence. It's you. You only can do the young generation of India. You inspire from the story of Sushruta, and you have to learn the greatness of India, the greatness of Indians, the greatness of sages, the greatness of Maharshis, the greatness of epics, the greatness of Vedas, the greatness of sacred books, the greatness of books written by these type of people. You have to learn, you have to read them and understand them and try to follow them. And finally, what I conclude, what I like most from Sushruta saying is, beautifully saying that theory and practice, these are like two eyes to a man. If anyone asks which eye is necessary, we can't say, because we prefer both the eyes for a perfect vision. If we don't have any eye, we can't enjoy perfect vision. Like so, this theory and practice are also necessary for any professional in any field he participates or he enters. He should follow it and have some good command in theory and practice to become an eminent man in his career. Thank you.